Today we're test driving the all-new Chevy Colorado. This one is equipped with a V6 engine, and we're going to do a fuel economy test to see how well it performs. So as you can see right now, we have a full tank of gas, and on this full tank of gas, our fuel range is expected to be 614 kilometers. So we'll have 614 kilometers of potential driving before our tank runs completely empty. I'm going to be driving this over the week and see how many kilometers I complete. As you can see, I'm just going to reset my trip meter right now, and now it reads 0. So I'm going to be driving this over the week, and I might not be able to use a full tank of gas, but based on the amount of gas I use, I'll be able to calculate how many kilometers I've driven, and after that we'll head to the gas station to see how much it costs to fill it back up. So stay tuned and let's get this test started. Spent a week testing the Chevy Colorado, and we have some numbers here that we'd like to share with you. So as you can see right now, we have finished 3/4 of the tank, and on the 3/4 that we've driven, we've been able to drive 403 kilometers. Our average fuel economy sits at 13.8 liters per 100 kilometers. So what we'll do now is we will head to the gas station. As you can see, there's actually a gas station right behind. What we'll do is, since we're at the gas station, we'll fill it up, do a full tank, and see how much it costs to fill the tank back up. Based on that, we will come up with some numbers to get an idea of what our actual fuel range should be based on my driving. My driving conditions have been pretty basic. I haven't had the air conditioning or the heating on at all, but I've had the radio on the whole time, but that shouldn't affect it too much. The weather conditions have been fairly decent, between 0 and 13 degrees. Celsius, that is, and that yields to the driving conditions that we got. Also, I was doing probably 80% of my driving in the city and 20% on the highway. So based on how much, what your percentage is of city versus highway driving, you can expect better or worse numbers, but probably better because I did 80% of my driving in the city, like I mentioned. So let's fill it up and see how much it costs to fill it back up. So as you can see, it costs us $64 to fill up 59.4 liters of gas at a fuel cost of $107.6 per liter. So as you just saw, we filled up 59.49 liters of gas at a fuel cost of $64. So what we're going to do now is we're going to calculate how many kilometers we can expect to drive on 1 liter of gas, and we're going to do that by taking the total fuel tank capacity. So from the specifications, it says that this Colorado has a fuel tank capacity of 79.5 liters. So of that 79.5 liters, we filled up 59.49. So you can expect that we had around 20 liters left on the tank. So 403 kilometers divided by 59.49 liters gives us 6.77 kilometers. So every liter you can expect to drive 6.77 kilometers. So essentially it's 6.77 kilometers per liter. What we're going to do now is we're going to calculate our actual fuel range, and how we're going to do that is we're going to take the 6.77 kilometers per liter and multiply that by the fuel tank capacity. So 6.77 times 79.5 gives us around 538 kilometers. So on a full tank of gas, our actual fuel range would be 538 kilometers. So for the last part of this test, we're going to calculate our cost per kilometer. So how we're going to do that is we are going to take the 403 kilometers that we've driven and divide that by the $64 Canadian that we filled up. So as I mentioned, we filled up in Canadian dollars. So fuel prices here are slightly more expensive than US. So multiply this by your actual fuel cost in your local city. So 403 kilometers divided by $64 gives us 15.8. So essentially every kilometer costs us 15.8 cents Canadian. So as I mentioned, my driving has been 20% on the highway and 80% in the city. If you tend to do more highway driving, you can expect a lot better numbers. I would probably expect that if you do around 60% if you're driving on the highway, you can expect numbers between 11 liters per 100 kilometers and 13 liters per 100 kilometers. So keep that in mind, and I hope you found this test helpful, and let me know if you have any questions.